It was a late night in Tallahassee. Last night's game started late after a lightning delay. It could have been a sleepless night if the Noles hadn't scored 2 touchdowns in the final 4 minutes and 2 seconds of the fourth quarter to beat Samford. It was a win, the first for Willie Taggart as the head coach of FSU, but it's not a very good performance. Offensive line issues, defensive issues, penalties, and assignment errors. But DeAndre Francois threw for 320 yards in the win. Florida State next travels to Syracuse in ACC play.
It means a lot to get our first win as a team, our first win for our coach, Coach Taggart, and now we got some momentum going into week 3. It feels good to get any win is a good win, no matter who you're playing.
Oh, it's big, man. It's big for Coach T, big for the team. You know, just hopefully we can transition and help us later next week.
After the game, I was down on the field and spoke with Florida State President John Thrasher. He had a big hand in bringing Willie Taggart to FSU, and with former AD Stan Wilcox no longer there, the buck stops with Thrasher. He was excited about the win, but relief may have been the more noticeable emotion.
Well, we're proud of our team. They didn't give up. Coaches didn't give up on them, and they played hard all the way to the end.
And for the folks who stayed through the lightning delay and everything else.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. This must be one of those that you probably not the way you pictured the first win, but
the weather hadn't been good to us for sure. You know, last week and this week. But you know, look, these guys are resilient. We have a lot of faith in Willie Taggart. I think they're going to be fine. We're proud of them, and I think we made the right decision with Willie, and I know we made the right decision, and we're going to keep fighting.
Do you think something happened in the fourth quarter that can be kind of a thing to build on? Did you see something?
You know, I think they finally found their legs. You know, I mean, they finally kind of got a rhythm. I mean, last week was tough. You know, they were within 4 or 5 plays really last week of winning that game, in my opinion. This game, it got off to a slow start again, and I think they finally caught up in the second half.
I think the fireworks must have been saved up from Virginia Tech and this game, right? It had a big reason to celebrate tonight.
A win's a win, baby. Win's a win.
All right, so in the last 2 Saturdays, I've been in Gainesville and then in Tallahassee, and I've seen both teams with my own eyes. I saw Florida beat Charleston Southern handily, and then FSU struggle to beat Samford. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be comparing these two teams all year. Both have new coaches. There are a lot of parallels. And you can make the case that the Gators' loss is worse than the Noles, but that the Gators' win was better than FSU's victory. There's a substantial contraction between the two coaches, if you want to kind of take them apart in terms of the way they approach things. Dan Mullen has been through this before. He understands the SEC. He understands the Gator Nation. And he's able to describe his plan with a certain amount of energy and enthusiasm. On the other hand, I have some concerns about Willie Taggart. He is a much more laid-back guy than Mullen, and that's fine. But you get such a laid-back vibe with him that it makes you wonder if he can kick a player in the tail and get more out of him. Look, there are a few coaches who could be laid back and be successful. Tony Dungy and Pete Carroll come to mind. But there are far more with that personality type who are good coordinators but have a tougher time leading a team. It's a storyline I'll be following the rest of the season.